Now that we have the electrolyte, it comes down to creating the next one, which is this. All right, we need a little bit of this. 3 solids and 1 liquid. Now, 3 solids and 1 liquid. How are we going to do that is the question. So before I move forward with this, I just remembered something. Whatever involves holmium, we should definitely use productivity modules. And look at that. These EM plants can accept 5 of these, which is insane. So it goes from 50% to 80% straight away, which is not that groundbreaking if you think about it, but still, it's good. And when we get the third level, or the the productivity module 3, it's going to be more than that. And what is it? Let's see. So these are how much productivity? 6%. These are 10%. So this is literally going to make it 100% productivity. And if we one day manage to get our hands on the quality legendary, yeah, it's 25%. That's insane. So 5 of these would be 125 plus 50, which is the base productivity of this, 175. It's good. It's good. It's gonna double this, but 80 is good. Honestly, 80 is very good. So they're gonna work a little bit slower, but they're gonna produce more. Let's check them again. 28. This was 48. Remember? Now it's 28, which means it kind of makes sense now to double the production, given this is super slow. But it's not that easy because I don't want to lose whatever we have over here, do we? So, this is a tricky situation I put myself in, but I think I can handle it. So let's see. I'm gonna make a connection here like this. Then I'm gonna delete this. Not this, but this. All right, so all of it is now here. See, that's how you preserve something. Anyway, let's get rid of this. And let's see if I just delete this and copy. Yes, something like this. Will it work? It seems like it does. So let's paste it down. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. So far, so good. The only thing that has to make sense is this. Let's put that down. And yes. So what's going on? Oh, robots. That's okay. I can just basically attach this to this and do this here. And yeah, they're all working now, which means I now have, yeah, 75 is acceptable. 28 was just too little. And I didn't want to insert speed modules in this because we don't have much of them. Okay, good. How can I transfer this back? Well, I think I have to do it the hard way. Okay, all right. I'm going to do this and come back to you because I don't want you guys to suffer. Okay, and the last step is to just drain this into that one. And look at this. We have all our liquids saved. It was really not worth doing it, but I did it anyway, just like a challenge. And now we produce more. Okay, let's go back to actual engineering tasks or design or whatever it is called that we are doing here. Okay, now how are we gonna go about this? Now, because we only have one liquid, we can rotate this. Okay, or yeah, we can do this so it passes through, and then we can use the the 4 ingredients or 3 ingredients situation that we do with the, let me make it and then I'll show you. So it's basically something like this, where you have 2 separate belts. These could also be side loaded with different items, so you can have a total of 4 different ingredients going on here. And looking at this, the superconductor, well, it doesn't require much of anything. So maybe one of these belts, this belt for example, could be just copper and plastic bar, and this one can be holmium, or the other way around. We can just put holmium on top of one of these and just make this one copper. So we spend, we save, we keep less holmium on the belt, and that's going to be it. So this is going to be the model basically. And if we want to be really fast, we can also do this, but it's like totally unnecessary. And then how do we export the resulting product, well, it's going to be something like this. And now all we need to do is to make this basically tileable, right? So let's make a copy and do this and do this, something like this. But then we also need power poles. But no, we don't need power poles because we will be extending our grid, which is a very good time to do that. Unless we get that foundation thingy that we are going to get in Aquilo. Where's that black little thing? Yeah, this one. Until we get this, we really can't build much of a proper factory because whatever we do, wow, this island is good too. Oh my god, maybe I should have gone there. Look how big it is. Wow. I think I settled too early for this giraffe of an island. What is this, honestly? This one is good too. Anyway, look, by the way, what the radars did. They keep scanning, see? They keep scanning and they keep revealing. So we now have a much better vision of what's out there. And I see a lot of different islands with, they call these Fulgora scrap vault. Fulgoran vault ruin. Yeah, so they just, you pick this up and there's a lot of things under here. Anyway, this is gonna be the situation for this. And is this tileable? Nah, it's not. We should probably do like this to make it a bit more manageable. And yeah, so now let's see if we put this down. First of all, how many this will produce? I should also extend this one. Good. How many superconductors is this? Was yeah, superconductors. 2.4. Oh, these are not fast. And we already know that we are going to be using some modules on these because they are using holmium. So that's an automatic decision. So let's see what happens after we add that. This gives me a feeling because this is already 2.8. Now they become 1.5 basically. So we are going to extend this like a lot, which is okay. How long do we want this to be dragged out though? Let's do 1 and then let's increase it and see what happens here. So I'm gonna go based on, let's say we aim for 10 per second. That's not yeah, we have to have 14 of these for 10 per second. That's a lot of these. So far we have 10 of them. Okay, I can afford to add 4 more of these. Why not? Let's just do it. Okay, good. So the question is, will it work? Let's plug it in and see if it does. I'm gonna put holmium and one thing else, holmium plates and the plastic bar on this one, and I'm gonna use this formula right here to do that. Okay, so it's gonna look something like this. It's a bit wonky because of this area, but that's okay. That's all right. Plastic bar and holmium plates. Let's request them from here. Let's request a little bit more. 300 of these, but with these ones, I think 200 is plenty. And then they should, perfect. That's it. That's what we want to see. And here we want to see plenty of copper plates. We don't even care how much of these we get. So now that we have these ingredients coming in, look at this snake. Wow. Now it's time to go and oh my god, I keep losing. Why are you you're coming all the way from here, right? Okay, well, that's a bit tricky, but yeah, this is full. Why am I not getting any copper plates? That's a bit weird. Don't we have copper plates here? Let's see. So, of course, we don't have any copper plates here because we are still not recycling any cables. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. So again, this is one of the weaknesses of this system because we are actively pulling from the copper cable reserve to make green circuits, which are then stored here. We are a bit short on copper plates, but that can easily be fixed if I just grab this and I'm gonna put it somewhere close. Maybe somewhere around here, just like this. And my intention is to just recycle some of that copper cable quickly. We don't care much. We just want some copper plates fast. So just, yeah, give me 5 stacks of this and then maybe also like quadruple this because we need it fast. This should be a good supply. And yeah, let's just, in fact, yeah, Yeah, this is good. This is good. I'm not going to overdo it. I just want to see this thing work. Okay. While that thing is figuring itself out, let's go ahead and route our light oil here. So basically grabbing this, and then we'll just wait for robots to make it, which should be plenty fast. That makes any sense. This one. Come on, you can do it. All right, and immediately they are working, all of them. And look, we forgot to balance our lane because we probably don't even need to, but let's just do it anyway. You're gonna break down, you're gonna come here, you're gonna come here, and you're gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this, because I just, easier. That's good. So let's put all of these inside a chest. And you know what? I'm going to extend this and do it the proper way. Good. So now we are going to have a lot of superconductors. And is it okay to limit this a little bit? Yeah, I think it is because of Homium. And it's also relatively fast. I didn't expect this to be this fast, but that's good. We are producing how much exactly? 10 per second. That's not bad. Okay, so with this figured out, what is remaining is literally, we have this here, we have this, we have this, all this, and that's it. Supercapacitor. Let's go for it. Let's go for supercapacitor because that's one of the main ingredients. These things we have in abundance. So we are so close. Wow, this is amazing. So how do we make that? Again, electromagnetic plant. It requires 1 liquid, 4 inputs. Guess what? Guess what I'm thinking? What prevents us from reusing this factory? In fact, I'm going to do it. I'm going to just copy paste it exactly as it is and just put it here or here. This is super convenient. Where should I put it though? Because I also need this liquid. I think this is a better positioning. Okay. This does not interfere with anything. And we're going to change the recipe to... Now this could either be a very good decision to reuse this or a very bad one. My bet is on the good side. So yes, copy, paste everything. Good. Now it requires electrolyte and yeah. Okay. Let's quickly put down 2 of these requester chests and request everything quickly, and I'll see you on the flip side. Okay, batteries, green circuits, plates, and superconductor. Batteries, superconductor, greens, and plates. Nice. Now all we have to do is to just ask for them. 200, is that enough? 400. We have plenty of batteries, remember? Let's ask even more. And the other one was superconductor. Again, we have relatively a lot of these. Good. That line is sorted. This line with green ones, just a pure abundance. Let's ask for a lot of them. You know what? Let's just go crazy. Let's ask for 300. Okay, that's that. And this is this. And I think we are sorted. We are literally sorted. And we can just do this and be done with this. Oh, yes. Look, we created our first supercapacitor. That's why we have unlocked Electromagnetic Science Pack. And they just find their merry way down this path and into these chests. See, this design, one of my favorite designs, it just works. Also, seems like we don't have bulk inserters. Can you please send us some bulk inserters, please? Thank you. We also need to start making them locally, but that's another problem for another time. I'm not gonna bother with that as of now. Okay, beautiful. We tried hard to make this and all that's required, and this is the moment of truth. So we have unlocked this, and how are we gonna produce this exactly? Again, electromagnetic plant, of course. So 2 liquids now. You know what this reminds me of? 2 liquids. It reminds me of this scenario right here. So can we, is it possible in any way to reuse this model? Let's see. Let's give it a shot. Okay, so oh no, don't do this. Guys, I'm just practicing. Oh boy. Okay, let's quickly remove these because it's going to be destroyed any minute now. Okay, look at these. Look at these guys going all the way through this unprotected ocean. They are prime targets now. But good thing we don't have any lightnings happening. So we are safe for the moment. Okay, I feel like this is a good place to put this down because I am willing to route all those things down anyway. And yeah, okay, let's change one recipe and see what happens as the result. We're going to be producing this, so are all these. And by the way, if we do this, we're going to have like, we're going to have three, barely three. This is just, oh boy, this is not good. So we have to beacon this up heavily if we have any hope of ever getting anywhere with this research. Imagine we just need 2,000 of these to unlock a very basic elevated rail. So yep. Vulcanus, where are we on that? That's not good. That's just terrible. Do you have any electromagnetic plants here? No. Can you please send them down? Do you have them? Or do you have them? There must be somewhere. Oh, they're here. Okay, please go to Vulcanus. We need these desperately. Meanwhile, let's just tell this spaceship to get some of that tungsten carbide, because why not? If we get 1,000 of these, we can produce 1,000 of those modules. Yeah, let's try. Oh, not enough to fill one rocket? What? Where's my carbide? Hello? Oh, it's here. They're not producing anything because they don't have any carbon. And why don't you have any carbon? Because we don't have any coal coming here. This is starting to become a bit frightening. Oh no. Uh-oh. Okay. Ooh, this is a little bit worrying. Okay. Well, it's not that hard to fix. First of all, you start to feed this line while I fix this situation quickly. Interesting. Okay, we just do some patchy work. Remember? MVP. Even though this is slightly more than MVP, to be honest. What's consuming our coal so fast? Oh, yeah. We are producing oil. We are look how much of this coal, this precious coal, we are wasting here just to produce a little bit of heavy oil. And the planet next door has oceans of that same thing, you know? And they say life is fair. Well, okay, I'm gonna prioritize this heavily because we really need a lot of coal to be available here. Okay, good. This one's back to life and this one's back to life. So yeah, this is not gonna happen anytime soon. Let's go back and see what we can do about this. Now, I can just use this, or I can make a beaconized version of this, or I can make a patchy beaconized version of this, which is gonna be... Can you give me some beacons, please? It's gonna look something like this, like on the outside, you know? So let's assume this is a thing, and let's do this, and then, you know, you get the gist, right? This is gonna be the situation. Now, let me move my player. Right now, you don't see what happens here because obviously there are no active beacons being inserted there, but when we do, it's going to be good. I think that's all I'm going to do for now. I can simply duplicate this if I have to instead of elongate it this way. So let's not get carried away. The piping is already in place, which is beautiful. Let's go to the map mode before we drive ourselves crazy. Yeah, the piping seems to be okay. Everything is good, already connected already there. And we have 2 solids, 2 liquids. What are the solids? Battery. Okay, so I'm gonna set this on my solids, which are super straightforward. And this one, I cannot believe this item is a mid-tier product. It's not even a end-tier product, which is just insane how much work we had to do to get that. Okay, this is that. Now let's pause for a second and let's connect our solution. Where can we get some solution? This is connected, right? This is connected to the whole thing. I wonder if I should get more of that from here. Even if I do, I want to be a little bit neat and tidy about this. Get it from here, you know. And I'm going to put a pump here just to make sure these networks are separate. Yeah, something like this should work beautifully. This comes this way, goes down, gets rerouted here, and then here. And now we should have the solution. All of these should have the solution. Perfect. And as for this one, the electrolyte, we could follow the same path, except, what if I routed it through here? Okay. This is starting to make some sense. Electrolyte comes from here, goes here, gets connected, gets a little bit of a twist here, and then finally arrives at the destination from here. Now, Can you figure out what I have missed? Can you figure it out? And let's not connect this, by the way. Yeah. How does this come out? How does this come out exactly? This is very inconvenient. Unless I literally remove one of these beacons, which is not a bad idea. If you think about it, look at this. If I do this, and because it's not going to be crazy, right? It's just going to be a mild export at best. It's going to be so slow anyways. Look, something like that. And I can just repeat the pattern until I get to this point, and then I regret coming up with that pattern because it doesn't make sense anymore. So I have to force place it and do this, which makes it make sense again. Yeah, this was a terrible idea, but we made it work. And that's the beauty of Factorio. You can do anything and just get away with it because you can say, yeah, this is temporary. This is so ugly. It is just killing me. But on the bright side, we are buffering a lot of electromagnetic science back. What do you say? Should we just leave it like this and be happy with our new ugly invention? I say let's just go for it, you know? Buffer as much as you can and don't be ashamed of it. It's a beautiful thing. Perfect. Okay. At least it's kind of symmetric. Look, it is kind of symmetric, right? Okay, good. So, let's not drag it because it's like physically painful to watch. Now we have the solution as well. And all we need, here's the moment of truth, guys. And gals, by the way. We're gonna have a lot of these. Let's just go crazy. And let's have 500 of the other one as well. Where are you? Here. Okay, 1,000. Oh no, just 500. Okay, let's see. Everything's going in. We should start producing any minute now. Wow, here comes the superconductor and the supercapacitor. And yes, we are officially producing our first electromagnetic science pack. Come on, no achievement, nothing, just like that. No, you did this amazing thing. Wow. Okay. Okay, right now 3 per second, which means how many do we have in our logistic network as we speak? Look at this number. Look at it rising in a steady manner, even without the speed beacons. So this is good. If we go back here, do we have any of those goodies, tungsten carbide thingies? No. All right, then we have to bite the bullet and send this down. Electromagnetic plants being introduced into the first planet, Vulcanus. You're not fast enough. Maybe if we use the beacons on them, this becomes a bit faster. And we should increase this a little bit. Okay, good. So let's go back to Fulgora and copy our winning formula from here with the green circuits and go back to Vulcanus. Now we're entering a new era of copy and paste, and we're doing this. We don't care for these. We want fast on this planet. So whatever it is, just mass produce it as fast as you can. And let's see what happens. Oh wow, that was fast. The robots, they need recharging, which is sad. The backbone of our whole logistics is so fragile. It's insane. I can't wait to replace all these robots with 4 stacked belts. Oh, that's gonna be glorious. Okay, good. You know, you guys can just basically retire for a while. And now let's make one for red as well. See how that one handles the pressure. We need plastic. We need copper cables. And we need green circuits, which I can just do this. We don't even need robots for this. Oh, that's a deadly mistake, by the way. Let's just not do that. Let's make the bots suffer a little bit more. Yeah, this is better. So how many are you producing? 1.7 per second. Red circuits are so slow. It's agonizing. All right, it's time to retire these because we have better factories. All of you, just go. And this is now unbearable to look at because this is just too much. I know I can belt this in and do some stuff. I just don't want to. Yeah, I just don't want to. Because look at this. How else can you make this glorious disaster in a few minutes? Talking of disaster, look how fast this works now. But this is also a waste of resources because we can produce this here. All right, so I think we officially don't have any bots to help us build these. I don't know what these are doing. They're getting rid of all those circuits. So yeah, look at that. 0 bots available out of how many? 1,800. And we kind of migrated our production now to electromagnetic plants. All right, so we sorted these three. They are producing beacons and stuff. It's time to get rid of this section so they don't waste resources more than this. And yeah, I think I'm gonna just leave this situation as it is and come back to it later, see if it produced anything useful. Meanwhile, on Fulgora, look at this. They are still all working. They're still producing. If we go into the production menu. So for the last 10 minutes, oh, look, we've produced 1,000 in 10 minutes, which means roughly 100 per minute. I'm happy with this production rate for now. This is good for an MVP. And it's a little bit on the rise as well. If we go to a 1 minute window, this gives us a more accurate short-term window, which is 160 per minute. That's very good. If we can sustain the speed, that is, because I don't know. We had some buffer for the ingredients, but I don't know how long it's going to last. See? Anyway, so also if we click on this, look at the production. Look at this graph. What does this tell you? I don't know. It doesn't, it talks gibberish to me, but as soon as I know what it says, I'm going to tell you. All right, so we're going to let this crank up some more electromagnetic science packs, but then, here comes the question of, okay, now that we are producing all these science packs, how are we going to transfer them to Novice for research? And that brings us to the very important question of our spaceships. We need to do something about it. We can, of course, copy and paste and create 2 of these just to haul science. One from Vulcanus and one from Fulgora, and later one from Gleba. And I think maybe I'm going to do that as, again, a basic way of speeding up our planet rush, but then later on we need a better solution, a better spaceship. So in order to start transferring science packs, let's go back to Novice and let's go and create 2 more spaceships, and these 2 new spaceships are going to be only used for hauling science around, and that's it.